Hi everyone, my name is Shahira and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year! We're finally in 2021. We finally put that 2020 behind us, hopefully. Let's hope that 2021 is better. I think it will be. Obviously we're not through everything when it comes to COVID and the pandemic yet, but there is hope on the horizon in that there is a vaccine and hopefully it's starting to roll out, so hopefully we're going to get through this and everything will, from 2020 we can just leave in the past. Let's move forward. So for today's video, I want to give you my top 5 tips for manifesting your dreams and goals into 2021 so that we can have the best year ever. So if you've ever met me, you know that I am huge on the law of attraction. It is something, it's in my core belief system. It's something I truly believe in. I know when I'm working it for myself, I know when I'm working it against myself, and it can go both ways. I'm just hugely passionate about it and I have been for forever, my entire life basically. 10 years ago, I found out, actually 11 years ago, I found out what the law of attraction was. I found out that it was a thing, that it had a name, and that's why I read the book, The Secret. Now when I read that book, I realized I already knew the whole core fundamental facts of this book, of the law of attraction, but I never knew that it had a name. I didn't know it was called the law of attraction. I didn't know it was called The Secret, but throughout my life prior, I had already seen this pattern and kind of realized it for myself. So when I was reading The Secret, the book that most people know about when it comes to the law of attraction, I was like, I already do all this. I already know this. I just didn't know that this was a thing. I just kind of subconsciously did this. So it is something I've believed in my entire life, and 10 or 11 years ago figured out, God, this is a thing and people know about this and this is like for real. So if you have no clue what I'm going on about, you've never heard of law of attraction before, you've never heard of manifestation before, what it essentially is attracting tangible things into your life. It can be anything, literally anything. It's so vast. It could be as small as getting a parking space, to getting the exam results that you want, to finding the love of your life, to getting that apartment you want, that house you want, that car you want, and those new shoes, the money, that salary, anything. So it's essentially attracting something tangible into your life via your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your actions, and your feelings. So it's basically saying, if you can imagine it to be true, then you're attracting it into your life. Whether it can be the smallest thing. I once attracted a hairdryer into my life, and that sounds so stupid, but a hairdryer and a hair straightener. Like, it can be the smallest thing is what I'm trying to get at, to the biggest thing. I'm living in my dream apartment. That's one of my big things. I have a Range Rover, a white Range Rover. I had that on my vision board. So it can be big things like that to small things like hairdryer or hair straightener. For example, I broke my hair straightener and needed a new one, and I needed a hairdryer. I bought this shitty, crappy hairdryer, and I went to set one day to work and just got given a brand new hairdryer and hair straightener out of nowhere, like a really good one. And I believed that I actually manifested that into my life. So it can be the smallest, silliest thing to the biggest things, and to your soulmate, to everything. So it's basically attracting things into your life via your thoughts. So a video on law of attraction was actually requested of me, and I didn't know where to start with it, because this is something that's so much so in my core belief system that I've studied actually so much. I've read so many books about the law of attraction. It's something I live my day-to-day life with. I have my entire life, and definitely the last 11 years, as I said. That I just thought, well, where the hell would I start with it? Because I could make 1,000 videos, or I could be here talking for hours about this, because I'm so passionate about it. I just thought, you know what, it's the new year. Everyone is setting their goals. Everyone's wanting to have the best 2021, the best new year that they can. They're setting their resolutions. They're deciding they want to get fit, healthy, find their love, whatever it might be. But these are my top 5 things for attracting whatever it is that you want this year. So my number one tip for attracting what you want into your life is to decide what it is that you want. And that might seem very simple, but you have to get specific, exactly what it is that you want. It can't just be, I want to be rich and I want this. You have to be specific. So decide the specific amount of money that you would like to earn, the specific type of house that you would like to live in. If you're trying to get your soulmate, find out exactly what they would look like. what their morals would be like, what they'd be like as a person, that they'd have this characteristic or this, that they would work in this field. Decide what it is that you want and don't be wishy-washy about it. Be specific. That is the number one thing, to be clear on exactly what you want. There is that saying, be careful what you wish for. And that's kind of like, if you're not clear on what it is that you want, you might have kind of wishy-washy wish that might come true, and it might actually end up not being what you want at all. So get clear on exactly what it is that you want. That's the number one thing. Number two, when you know exactly what it is that you want and you've been specific, you've decided, I want to lose this amount of weight, I want to get a six-pack, I want to be able to lift this amount of weight, I want to have a job in this field, I want to earn this amount of money, I want my partner to be like this, whatever it might be, write it down. Put pen to paper and write down your goals. Again, solidifies in your mind, makes it clear exactly what it is that you're wanting to manifest. Get specific and then write it down, and write it in the present tense. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have lost 20 pounds, if that's what you're manifesting or whatever it is. I'm so happy and grateful now that I got the raise in work. I'm so happy and grateful now that I earned this amount of money per month. You get the gist. So number one, decide exactly what it is that you want. Number two, write it down, pen to paper, in the present tense, like you already have it. If you're always envisioning something as being in the future, it will never come to you. You actually have to play like make-believe, like you're a child, and actually put yourself in that zone of already having, knowing it's yours. It's not something that's gonna come one day. Oh, one day I might do this. No, it's yours now. Feel that now. Conor McGregor, I remember him telling a story where his girlfriend Dee drove a Peugeot 206. I remember it was a Peugeot 206 because that was my first car also. And he didn't even have a car, but he was driving her car, and he, at lights and on the motorways in Ireland or whatever, he would envision himself in his dream car, whatever it was, a Ferrari or something, I can't remember. But he was imagining it as if it had already happened. It was already his, and look at his life now. I truly believe in that. So number one, be clear on what you want. Number two, write it down, pen to paper, and put it as if you already have it. So it's already yours. I'm so happy and grateful now that whatever it is. And envision it, believe it. Take a few seconds to imagine what it would be like to have those things, whether it's when you're in the shower, play imagination with yourself like you're a child. Like literally imagine what it's like to go to bed in that new apartment, that new house. What it's like to wake up with the love of your life and what they're like. Everything specific, written down, and start imagining it in your head as if it's already happened. You're already 10 pounds lighter. You already have a six-pack. You already have this nice car. You're envisioning it just like Conor McGregor did. So that's 1 and 2. Number 3, we've all heard of them, vision boards. So you've decided what it is you want. You've written them down as your goals, as if they're already happened. Now you want to put the visual aspect into play just to help cement that into your brain. So get pictures that represent everything that's on your goal list. So if it's that white Range Rover, which is what I had on my vision board, now I have it. Or the apartment with a specific view, I had it on my vision board, now I have it. Whatever it might be, your fitness goals of a body that how you want your body to look. Picture of money, you know, if you want to have financial freedom, whatever it might be that you're wanting, you've written down your goals, now put them in picture format and stick them on a vision board. So I'm talking, get a big board like this. This is my vision board, but my visions are on the other side. And I'm not going to share them with you. I know some people do, but I actually believe that if you create a vision board that you share with someone, if you make it with your friends or something, you might not put your wildest dreams on there because you might be worried about what they think. And it's not about what anyone else thinks at the end of the day. It's about what you think and what you believe in yourself. And you have to be so careful about what energy you let in, because it can plant a seed of self-doubt in your mind. And if you have doubt about something, then it's not likely to happen. You have to feel you already have these things. So I don't share my vision board with people. When people visit my house, I actually turn this around because I don't want, if it's like a wild dream that I've put down here, sorry, that's a motorbike. If it's like a wild dream that I've put down here, I don't want them thinking, that's not possible, she can't do that, and like making some remark to me that would then plant a seed in my head. I don't want any negative energy affecting my visions, affecting my vision board. So I put my wildest dreams down on my vision board. I have two, one for my life as a whole, and then I do one every single year in January. Now, I'm just taking my 2020 vision board onto 2021 with me, because with the pandemic and everything, I didn't get a lot of it accomplished, although I did go on a private jet, which I had on the board. But other than that, I didn't get, everything was shut down. So how could we have got our, we couldn't travel, we couldn't, a lot of things. So I'm just carrying it forward to 2021. I'm going to change the date on it to 2021. But yeah, be careful if you do choose to share it with someone or to have one of these sessions where you get together and make your vision boards together. It's a great idea, but will you be truly honest with yourself about your deepest, darkest desires if you're sharing it with people? Maybe not, because you might be embarrassed, or you might feel like, oh, they're going to judge me for this, or they're going to give me negative energy back towards this, and that could affect them, what you want coming true actually happening. So I'd be careful about sharing it with people. But anyway, put those goals that you've written down into visions. Cut out pictures of magazines, pictures, print off different pictures, whether it's the type of house that you want, type of apartment, or the look of somebody that you're trying to manifest love wise, or the type of body that you'd like. You can go wild here. You can put some just quotes to live by, anything. I normally put the date in the middle, like 2021, the year is, and then all around it, put all the pictures of what I want to manifest this year. So I'm going to be taking this forward with me. If you would like me to actually do a video like explaining exactly how I make my vision board without directly sharing my goals and dreams on a vision board with you, then I'd love to do that. So they're my top three. Number one, decide what it is you want, be specific. Number two, write down your goal. They say a goal written down is so much more likely to be achieved than one that's just floating up here and kind of all over the place. So write down your specific goal and write it as if it's already happened. Number three, put those goals into pictures, a vision, and put it on the vision board. Put it somewhere that you see it every day. So I have mine right behind my computer. So I see it every single day, and even when I'm sitting on the couch, I can still see it when it's normally over there. And it's just subconsciously putting those images into my head every single day of what I want to manifest, and it's just getting in there. Number four, gratitude. Gratitude is so unbelievably important with regards to this. Being grateful for the things that we already have, so that the universe can bring us more of our desires and what we want. Like everyone, I'm human. I've gone through my ups and my downs in life. Despite believing in the law of attraction, I've gone through very depressive episodes at times. Like, as humans, we suffer losses, we suffer grief, we have hormonal things going on in our bodies, specifically women have up and down hormones and different things affecting us. So it's normal to get down sometimes, even if you believe in the law of attraction, you believe in your power of your thoughts, and it can be kind of scary sometimes, thinking, oh my God, am I attracting all these negative things because I'm in a rut at the moment, I'm feeling down. But one thing that you can do is you can always practice gratitude. It is so important. So even when I've been in my darkest days, like really depressed, back in a number of years ago, I was really, really down. I started doing this thing where every night when I was going to bed, I would say 3 things that I was grateful for from that day. And they can be the most simple things. There is always something to be grateful for, even when you think, my life's awful, he broke up with me, nothing's going right. It doesn't matter. There's always something. It can be, I'm so grateful that sandwich was so good today. It tasted amazing. I'm so grateful for that shower, that I have running water. What a blessing it is to have running water. I'm so grateful for that Netflix show that I binge watched today because it was funny and I enjoyed watching it. It can be 3 of the most simple things. If you can think of more, fantastic. But every single night, think of 3 things. They can be the same thing over and over again if you want. I'm so happy that I'm so grateful that I went for that lunch with my friend today. That cup of coffee was delicious. It can be big things or small things. You can be, I'm so grateful that I got the raise and I'm getting this amount of money. Yay, thank you, universe. Or it can just be like, I'm so grateful that I managed to get myself out of bed today when I was feeling so down. I'm so grateful that I got out for that walk and got the steps in. I'm so grateful that I got that workout in. It can be from the big things to the small things, but practice gratitude every single day, and the universe feels this gratitude. Putting gratitude out to the universe is almost like becoming a magnet for good things happening to you. So believe me, look on the positive side and be a glass half full person, not a glass half empty, and try to just be grateful for even the smallest things. If you see a nice bird, I'm so grateful I saw that bird today. That bird is beautiful. I'm so grateful for my dog. My dog brings me a lot of joy and I just love my dog, or whatever it might be. Even when we're going through our darkest days, there is always something to be grateful for. It could be the sunrise or sunset. You get the point. Practice gratitude. Think every night at least 3 things that you're grateful for. If you want to write them down, even better. I don't normally get around to writing it down, I'll be honest, but every night as I'm falling asleep in bed, it's almost like my little prayer that I say, which is, I'm so grateful for this from today, this from today, and this from today. And it can be simple or big. Now, along those lines, I've just started this yesterday, so this is not like something I'm claiming that I've always done, but I saw this idea on Instagram. This picture came up. It said, get a mason jar like this, get some post-its like this, and once a week write down a good thing that happened to you that week and pop it in the jar. So I started this yesterday, but I'm going to do this year. So every single week I'm going to write down one good thing that you could do this with gratitude too. You could write down what you're grateful for, or what I'm doing is a good thing that happened that week. So whatever good thing happened that week, something good already happened to me, even though I started this yesterday. So I wrote one thing down, and once a week, maybe at the end of the week, maybe on a Sunday or something, I'm going to write down on different colored paper what good thing it was and put it in there, and it almost becomes like a little decoration in your house as well. And then at the end of the year you can go back and you can see all the great things that happened to you that year and focus on the good and the positive things rather than the negative things. So I just thought that was a lovely idea. It kind of wraps in with the gratitude thing, and it's something that I'm going to incorporate into this year. My 5th and final thing, there's loads of things, I could make a ton of videos about this, but for this video specifically I wanted to give 5 steps that you can put into place for manifesting what you want in 2021. So my 5th thing is take an action step. The one thing about the book or the movie The Secret that I don't necessarily 100% agree with is they said something along the lines of the universe is like a genie from Aladdin, and you put in your wishes and it's like, my wishes is my command, and then they give it to you. It's not necessary. I don't find it to be like that. I think that you have to take an action step towards whatever it is that you want. You can't just wish that you're going to, you know, lose 20 pounds and get that 6-pack, but you're eating McDonald's and In-N-Out and never working out. It's not going to happen. You have to take that action to show the universe that you are serious about your intention of wanting this thing. And when you do that, believe me, the universe will start to respond. So you have to think, even in what small ways can I help this manifestation become a reality? So for example, even if you're thinking of changing career, you can be researching about how I get into that field of work, whatever the new field is, what that person typically gets paid. Where would these co-workers kind of hang out that I can go and network in these type of places? What would be asked of me in this job interview if I was to do a job for this work? I need to put in an application to work here. Take that action step toward, how would a person working in this field dress, and start dressing like that. Take this action step towards your goals. And it will show the universe that you're serious about what you want. I truly believe in the saying, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So you don't just walk into a test, to an exam, and never have studied a topic in your life and come out with an A. It doesn't work like that, no matter how much wishing you want. But you can incorporate visualizing that A, seeing that A, feeling that A, being that you're a person who has that A. But what would a person who has that A do? They would have studied. So put in the work to get what you want as well. So that is also just so important, is to do that, take that action step. You want to lose 20 pounds? Start working out, start eating healthier, and envision yourself in that skinny, perfect body that you're envisioning, or whatever it might be. You're not going to meet Prince Charming by sitting in your house all day. So you're trying to envision that partner that you want, that you've been specific about their appearance, their morals, what they're like as a character. You've written that all down in your goals. You're going to have that on your vision board. And now what are you going to do? You're going to sit in your house all day and wait for that person to come knocking? No. Start thinking, where would that type of person hang out? Okay, I'm going to go. If you get that gut feeling to go to a coffee shop one day, just go to the coffee shop. If you get that gut feeling to go to something, go do it. Take that initiative, because sometimes that can be the universe telling you, you need to go to this event, or you need to go to this, because you're likely to meet this person there, or whatever it might be. So they are my top 5 tips for having the best year possible in 2021. Number 1, decide what it is you want and be specific and be clear on what this is. Number 2, write those goals and exactly what it is down as if you already have these things in the present tense. I am so happy and grateful now that I make $20,000 a month, or whatever it is. Number 3, put those goals into visions, into pictures, images that you can see every day on your vision board and put in your subconscious mind. Even when you're not thinking about it, your vision board's there, whether it's at your computer or somewhere that you see it every day, and it's just subconsciously putting it into your mind when you're not even thinking about it. Number 4, practice gratitude every day. Every night before you're going to sleep, say 3 things that you're grateful for, even if it's the smallest things. Maybe do the jar, one good thing a week that happens, so that you can look back on the end of the year and see all the good things that happened to you. And number 5, take an action step towards whatever it is that you want to manifest and you're feeling that you are this person. Where would someone who wants that job hang out? Like, what would their social scene be like? Go there. So yeah, they are my top 5 tips, and I can guarantee you, if you put these into action in 2021, you will have a great year. They're kind of manifestation, law of attraction 101, the top 5 tips that I think are the top 5 tips anyway for manifest, and something I've always incorporated into my life. I do plan on doing a video that's more about what I've manifested into my life, because there has been a lot. So if you'd like to see that video, please let me know. As I said, this is something that's just in my core belief. I know this to be true because I've seen it in my life. So if you have any other further questions or requests, please let me know, because I could talk about this topic for years. It's something I am so passionate about, truly, and it's just a part of my being. It's a part of who I am. So I'm thinking of doing maybe a motivation or manifestation every Monday on my channel. If you'd like that, please let me know. I will do the video, if you'd like, telling you about everything I've manifested in my life. If you feel that would motivate you or encourage you in any way, I would love to do that. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.